Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Gamecast, episode 705. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinside,
Oh,
and Tony Korkanakis.
Hey.
Welcome, guys, to the Gamecast. Welcome, listeners and viewers. We are live on Twitch right now, Tuesday night, starting at 8 o'clock for the Gamecast, the movie cast. Please join these, comment with us, chat. If you missed the live broadcasts, go on to YouTube, watch those things over there, and subscribe. We appreciate it over there, too. And that way you get notified when we post. So this is the Gamecast 705. Guys, what have we been playing? I've been playing House Repair, so I am I'm full. My schedule is full. But Mike, what have you been playing?
I think I mentioned it last week that I'm started up a Perfect Agent playthrough of Perfect
Yes.
Dark.
You did, yeah. Well, you mentioned on the Discord. I know that.
Yeah. No, I think I might have mentioned it.
You
last
mentioned you were
week.
going to play it. You were going to mention playing it.
Yeah. And it's going away. It's funny because I went in thinking because I'm playing the 360 Xbox Arcade like remastered version where you have 60 frames and everything's smooth and looks better. What we wish we got with the GoldenEye one, but whatever. But you would expect, this is going to be easy because at first, like, you're just running circles around the enemies before they can react. You're shooting them, stun locking them with like little shots, and you're like, oh, I'm never going to get hit, so I can play on a harder difficulty. It's fine, which was true for a little bit, but no, it's still hard on Perfect Agent. There's, I forgot. There's like a lot of invisible enemies, turrets everywhere. There's very specific objectives that can be blown by like you just standing at the wrong place, the wrong time, or drawing fire and blowing something up that you need. There's like about 5 objectives each time too when you're playing the Perfect Agent, which is cool because I mean that's what I wanted to do stuff I never did when I was younger playing this game. All the extra objectives I didn't bother with. So it's been fun, but it has been like a level will be a night of replaying it over and over until I learn what order to do things, where everything is, almost even where every guard is, although there still are a few places where they spawn infinitely, which is not fun. The only thing I don't like about this playthrough on Perfect Agent is on Perfect Agent you don't have any shields at all, so it makes exploring the level a little less interesting. Like there's no reward per se for finding something hidden in a corner because there's never any shields and you know there's never going to be a shield. So that's the one thing. I understand it's supposed to be harder, but it sort of makes it a little less interesting to explore every nook and cranny. But other than that, it's been pretty fun. Nice little throwback and
nice.
good way to set myself up for more disappointment whenever the next Perfect Dark thing gets shown off.
And never released. We'll never see
No.
it
Well,
in your hands. You'll never play this game again.
We're gonna get something. I'm convinced now. That's what this last trailer is, but I don't know what it's gonna be. And it's not gonna be soon, but it doesn't have the same vibe at all as the original game. From either the trailer or anything, whatever trailer I say, the gameplay we saw that was suspect. So whatever. That's what I've been doing.
Okay, cool. I've actually just been playing a lot of Star Wars Unlimited. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, that pre-release, right?
Yeah. So yeah, Set 2 is getting released this weekend, coming up Friday, and so this past weekend, they did all the pre-release stuff. So they had the pre-release kits where you get to get 6 packs, create a deck, 30-card deck, and then battle it out. And they gave out packs of the new set as prizes for winning. And so that's so much fun. Like, oh my gosh, it's just like I never wanted to get into these things because my personality is too addictive. And it's like
you like your loot, man. You like your loot.
Yeah, and so like it's crazy. So I went to like every pre-release event that I could possibly go to this past weekend. So I think I did enough to where I got like an actual booster box worth. So like 4 of them in like 3 days. I went 4 of them in 3 days.
Wow.
Plus, I got packs you get packs for winning. So I went beyond like the usual booster box. But what's crazy is there's these chase cards. The chase cards are like the showcases for the leaders, which like in Commander, like the leader cards.
Yep.
And so they have the normal versions. They have like a hyperspace version. Then they have the showcase version, which is complete foil, no border, different art. and everything. And so the first pre-release went to a guy gets there's three of them that were opened. The three and these are like one in like there's I think they said one in every 12 booster boxes you would find one of these.
Wow.
So it's pretty crazy. And so there's three of them in there's 30 people in the prize in the first event I did. So out of those 30 pre-release kits, three of these things were open. Which one was a Lando, one was a Cad Bane leader, and then there was a Hondo from Rebels or not Rebels. Yeah, it was the Clone Wars Rebels. Yeah, Rebels. And so the freaking guy got offered $400 on the spot for it for one of them. The other guy, another person was trying to get the Lando card for like $600. It's crazy. That's what people are offering like on the spot.
Jesus.
And then my one buddy went to another one that same day, which was a little further away. He opened the Boba Fett one, and he sold it for $650 on the spot.
Damn.
Yeah, I think you gotta remember, like it's like stock market, man. Sometimes you gotta take the profits.
Yeah, I mean it could go up like a couple hundred, it could go down a couple hundred. Just take that middle, as soon as you can get it while you can.
Yep.
And so then the next event I did, a guy opened a Rey showcase. Rey Palpatine Skywalker, whatever her name is.
Solo Kenobi.
Yep. And that right now people are estimating is going to be like in the $800 to $1,200 range,
which
is the
most desirable one.
One of the more desirable ones because it's also got some of the best art and like the foil and all. It's one of the prettier like showcases as well. And then the last one I did, a guy opened a Bo-Katan showcase, which is another leader. I was like, holy crap, these showcases are popping up everywhere.
Yeah, I wonder if they kind of like juiced them a little bit just to get people excited, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm thinking too. I feel like, because like they said it's supposed to be 1 in 12 booster boxes, but I'm like seeing.
Yeah, you shouldn't have seen that many already.
5 in like the pre-release kits, which is 6 packs, 6 packs.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
but
flooded it a little bit, but hey, that's awesome.
But that's what gets you excited because I'm like now, I'm gonna be opening a box. I'm gonna showcase, and I'll pay for my.
Corey, next time I'll come with you. You can just pay, and I'll just open the pack, so you can be like, I drop.
Yep, there you go. But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. Like the building of the deck, like I'd never that was one of the biggest complaints I had with Magic because there's so much and there's so many things. But once you start at the ground level and you just like you know everything, yep, I'm like, oh, I know what I'm doing here. I can build a deck. I can I feel like pretty confident here because I got a little edge on this now because I don't have to worry about 27 sets or whatever.
Oh yeah, absolutely, no, it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun. But that's mostly what I've been doing, and so I haven't played too much more Final Fantasy. But I think I've gotten close to the end of Chapter 11 now. We'll see. Well, I'm playing as the cat, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, you're getting there.
Cool. All right, Tony.
Just more adventures in Shadows of the Erd Tree.
Oh yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's good. Again, it's just one of those things where I'm like. It's hard for them to balance the DLC. Like, it's definitely a bit more imbalanced. And I'm not like complaining or anything. I enjoy the challenge. It's just like when I get like 3 or 4 shot by a regular no-name dude, I'm just like, with my endgame build, my endgame weapons, like, really shouldn't theoretically pose a challenge to me. But here we are. So whatever. It's good. I'm still playing it. I'm happy they, announced they're like, there's not gonna be a second DLC. We're just moving on to our next project. Which hopefully will be a Sekiro too, but it's just my personal wants and needs. And
I think honestly they have to go with another Elden Ring. They have to. Like, it's just too popular. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man.
That they're not doing that specifically.
Elden Ring 2? I heard that was in production.
That's the next thing they're doing.
I know that was in production, but
I'm sure it's in pre-production at some point. But the thing is, like, I think if they really truly wanted to do an Elden Ring 2, they just would have forgone the DLC. Because like this DLC was meaty. Like their previous DLC efforts were like nice, but it wasn't like this is like I said last week. It's like Elden Ring 1.5. Like it just yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Thanks.
Sorry, Churro.
Yeah.
Sorry, Churro. What's Bloodborne?
Yeah, Bloodborne. Nobody. No. I can't even like. We could joke about it. But even Miyazaki came out and said, like, yeah, it would be great if Bloodborne could be re-released or a new one.
I would lay
And I
play
blame
it. I would
Sony.
go
I
for
blame
it.
Sony
I'd go for it.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
it's
play
all
that
on
without a
Sony.
doubt.
Yeah, it's all on Sony. Blame Sony. But I feel like
They don't like money.
yeah, I feel like if they wanted to do Elden Ring 2, they just would have rolled up whatever they had and just been like, Elden Ring 2, guys, like we did all this work. Because
Yeah,
I mean, it's
I
a
get you
lot.
there.
It is a lot. It's literally like half another world of Elden Ring. So it just you know, to sell it for $40 versus, hey, you know what? Let's just, you know, take a page out of like Last of Us or like, you know, Hollow Knight and Silksong, where it's like, actually, we're gonna make this a sequel, guys. Like, don't you worry. You know, it's like, and you can charge $70 for it now, right?
Yeah,
That's almost
you
twice
could.
the amount, right? You know, when you're selling to a new audience, stuff like that. But we'll see. I mean, I know we'll absolutely get another Ring 2. There's no like ifs or ands or buts about that. We will get another Ring 2. I just think we'll see something else first.
Okay, cool.
But there's that, and then just more Final Fantasy 14 Dawn Trail expansion. Finish the story, max level, so now I'm just getting to the shit about grinding out all the new stuff and, you know, whatever. Just same old, like, god damn. But I kind of like it too because it's like, it's stuff to do. You see the numbers go up. Like, and there's some satisfaction, like, just like you with your like loot boxes and all that stuff. Like, there's just satisfaction where I just see numbers go up and it like just tickles my something on the inside. I'm like, yes, like a new level, like new tier, like yes, level up, go higher, go from 98 to 99, go from 99 to 100. Yes, like there we go. I'm happy. But
yeah, cool. All right, let's move into some news, guys. Let's start off with I was gonna say MPD's Circana results from MPD. The Circana results from May of 2024. So, total spending on video game hardware, content, and accessories fell total 6% in May of 2024. So, compared to a year ago, what do we got here? I'm trying to make up the list here. So, yeah, oh god, the hardware change has been huge. So year to date in 24 spending is 2% higher though than a year ago at $22.8 billion. Still a big industry. Do we get a list? Sorry, I don't have your post here. I'm bringing it up from him, from Matt Piscatella, who posted this great. Matt Piscatella is a great name, by the way, for those wondering to follow on I almost said Twitter again, on X. But
no, you can call it Twitter. We don't fucking.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Good, because I always will just review. We'll just call it that. But yeah. So, what we have here for numbers? Where's your post? So yeah, here's the games. Number one game ranked Ghost of Tsushima, ranked 71 last month. Top performer for the month. Obviously, for obvious reasons, obviously the PC market is a huge market that everybody forgets, and this proves the fact that it should be there. And another reason why Sony will, I do believe, move their releases up, because you can't have this long of a wait to make these profits.
Clearly you can, though. It works.
Mike, companies change their mind all the time, as we will get to shortly. Paper Mario.
It's been working out.
Would you like these profits now or later? You know, this is a second release, but you can have that 6 months after.
You don't get them as much. You cannibalize yourself then.
No, you don't. 6 months after? No way. No way. It's a dead it's not dead at that point, but it's low. It's not on the list usually unless it's a major game. Like, unless it's Madden, MLB, or, you know, any of the service games, they're off the charts by then. Usually. So, like, Ghost of Tsushima is not going to be on that list that high next month. Do you think it'll be there still?
No.
Exactly. You get that release, you get that, you don't cannibalize it, is what I'm saying. You know, Paper Mario 1000 Year Door #2 launched this month. Fantastic for Nintendo. That's not including digital. Which why do they still not include digital? Like, how is that a thing still?
There's no point to.
Come on, just throw it in there. It would be like number one on the chart probably.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, Nintendo doesn't share the digital stuff with Circana because there's no reason for them to do that. But Nintendo's the only one that actually does a full breakdown on all their sales every quarter.
That's true. They do. That's true.
You can't tell me a single title that Microsoft has published, like what their numbers are. You can't.
No.
And you only hear from Sony when it's big, like Spider-Man or God of War.
Yeah, they'll only tout it when it's huge. Yeah, like Ghosts and stuff. Yeah. All right. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 at number 3. Still number 3 from last month too. Helldivers 2 is down to number 4. which is impressive because I
Still
saw
doing
numbers
good,
were
yeah.
declining. I saw numbers were declining on that in terms of active games being played.
Same.
And MLB The Show is number 5. There's your top 5. Let's see. Sea of Thieves is on that list, which is good for Microsoft. Hogwarts Legacy still there. Elden Ring had a nice bump. Went from 19. Went from 19 to 8 from last month to this month. Good bump from that. Am I missing a big bump? No, I think that's about it. Right? Yeah, that's about Fallout 4. But it was 5. It's down to 11 now. So Mario Kart 8 still on the list, guys. Mario Kart 8 is it's my new it's my new GTA because guess what's not in this list? So yeah, in your top 20 is no more GTA 5. Good for them. We did it, folks.
We defeated GTA 5. Just in time for GTA 6 next year.
We did it. Yeah, I know. So, let's see. Anything else from these numbers that is impressive?
Well, I mean, everybody's down this year, so that's bad.
Yeah.
Like everybody. Yeah. Like Nintendo, obviously, year over year because they didn't have Tears of the Kingdom this May, so it was massively down.
Yeah.
But even Sony's down, and Microsoft is like
They have nothing.
It's like you don't, both those systems peaked, so it's just going to be a downward slide, which is not healthy.
No.
Again, though, this is just more of an empty year. Like last year was very full of games.
Earlier 2 games. Like I think this might be some fall stuff this year, but that's about it. You're right, Mike.
No, sure, absolutely. The release, but there are other things you can do besides releases to spur sales. Like you can do discounts or bundles or whatever, and we're not seeing that. Because both of them, Sony, I mean, even Nintendo, like they don't want to drop their price. Switch has not seen an official price drop at all in the 7 years it's been out.
It's crazy, but true. Actually, these other consoles are still, they're creatively doing drops, but they're not calling it a price drop. They're creatively doing drops, sales and stuff, but no official drop, right?
Right. I mean, that's the thing. It's like you'll see like the Spider-Man bundle, you see the Horizon bundle, the God of War bundle, Starfield bundle, or whatever like that. And it's like, the consumer might save $10, $20. I think that's what it was. But it's like it's not really a drop, right?
You're paying more,
right?
Still,
yeah.
Right?
So the whole thing is like the second half. Typically, it's all about, the first half of the life cycle of the consoles. You reach the harder core, the core demographic,
core, yeah.
And the second half is like, okay, you're picking up the casuals, the people that are a bit more price sensitive and stuff like that, and they're just not onboarding as previous generations and. Number of factors, PC, mobile, whatever. It's just like it's not happening, and Sony and Microsoft are just fine with that apparently because they're not fucking doing anything about it. And we'll get into it, but apparently there's something else you could do instead to, change things up.
Yep. Yeah, there are things. We'll get into those price drops first. I wanted to go into Evo real quick though. You mentioned the numbers. Evo registration leaderboard. Street Fighter 6 led that. Tekken had a great showing on the leaderboard for number 2.
The numbers are fucking posted right there.
Okay,
man.
I will do it then. Fine. Street Fighter 6, 5,265 registrations. Tekken 8, 4,646. Guilty Gear with 2,058. Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising at 1,377. Street Fighter 3, Third Strike, at 1,101. Under Night in Birth 2 SAS Celis, I don't know that one at all, is 785. I don't know that game, by the way, folks, because I'm getting to the game we're getting to here, and it's shocking. Mortal Kombat 1 at 645 registrations.
This is the first year for them.
Yeah. That's bad. I'm shocked. Like King of Fighters is not higher. That used to be a big one, but it's 375 for that. But Mortal Kombat at 645.
Yeah, well, there's a few things for this. Number one is the fighting game community hates Mortal Kombat in general. Like, even if this was the best-selling Mortal Kombat, well-received, everyone loved it game, it would be lower on this list than
for tournaments.
Any Capcom like fighter that's going well. But the other thing is, most of Mortal Kombat fans are more casual. I would put myself in that group. Again, I say if I can go about 50% win rate in like maybe 100 matches online, like that's all I'm looking to do. That's good. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
But I also like a lot of single player content. And while Mortal Kombat, I noticed, was still in that top 20 on this NPD list, it's still selling great, but no one sticks with this game because it's just it's not really appealing to the audience that it normally does. It's the single player offerings are all like price gated and not that fun, and the cameo system, ironically,
What are we
more of the
talking about
more
this
hard
for on the Evo part?
because this is what matters to me. What
But
matters
we're
to the
talking about
Evo
Evo,
part.
dude. We're talking about Evo numbers. What does it
Yeah,
have to do with Evo numbers?
because there's no fan base for this game
Okay,
anymore.
yeah.
And that's why their numbers are so low.
I mean, sure, I guess to some extent you could say that, but like, I don't see why we're complaining about the single player offerings for Evo.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because because casual people still watch stuff, so people are going the top people are always going to have. They generally are all streamers basically, and when they're not getting views because everyone like bounces off the game in a second, then they're like, oh fuck it, I don't need to stick with this game. There's
Yeah,
no demand for it.
yeah, but that has more to do with like people aren't registering this because it's not a competitive multiplayer game. It's not a competitive fighting game.
Right, but there's still could have been more. In the past, they've had better showings than this.
No, they
the
absolutely
Mortal
have. I'm
Kombat
saying
games.
Mortal Kombat 1 is a bad competitive fighter. Just like Marvel Capcom Infinite was a bad fighter, and that died out after the first year.
Mm-hmm.
No, but the thing though, that cameo system actually is something that, like Maximilian dude, like one of the
Yeah.
I would say the premier FGC guy, he likes that. He likes the gameplay in Mortal Kombat 1, but he would explain too. As part of this is I'm stealing his words a little bit here. Is that the following that follow these games is slower, and that's part of the reason why there's just less entrants because everyone bounces off it who typically pays attention to Mortal Kombat. So
Yeah, but
he
like
likes
that's
the
the thing.
cameo
It's like
system, but
when
people,
somebody's in the fighting game community, right? It's not they just play one game usually. Like there are some people that'll just do it, but like usually they'll go to they'll try out 2 or 3 and be competitive and maybe 1 or 2 of them. But right now everybody's focused on those like number 1 is Street Fighter 6. Like, everybody wants to play Street Fighter 6, and that's just like a worldwide thing, right? Because Mortal Kombat generally is only an American centric property or franchise.
right?
No, I
It's
would agree
funny
with
though
that.
too, though. I also found Street Fighter 6 more accessible than Mortal Kombat 1 as a more casual player this year
Oh, wow,
because
okay.
of that
I can
cameo
see that.
system.
Yeah.
I just I think it's there's this casual aspect to Street Fighter 6 that's nice, but then there's still that technical skill based part of it that's like hard to master, and like all the characters have
It's a depth.
really
It's a depth.
unique
Yeah, it's a depth. So
moves.
that's what I
and
like
And I mean,
about it.
I just
but-
don't think I don't think it's it's not a knock against it, but I don't think Mortal Kombat has ever I don't know if NetherRealms has ever come out and said it. I don't think they aspire to be like a tournament fighter. Like
No.
I don't
I
know
think
if
they
that's
have
I think
in more recent years they've gone that route. I mean, Sonic Fox, is pretty famous for what he does.
Oh yeah,
It's
no, I mean
mostly
I would say
NRS
he
games.
actually helped boost the scene through like Mortal Kombat 10 maybe or well, I forget. But there were a couple of years where like people like tuned into him because he was like literally the best at all of those NetherRealm games. Like I think it was like Injustice and Injustice 2 and Mortal Kombat, whatever the one after that was. Like he was
11 or
or
12, I
something
don't
whatever
know.
it was, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just the fan base doesn't like the game, so it's not a surprise that amongst even where it's already behind the 8 ball as a competitive fighter, it's lower than ever.
And Street Fighter just keeps getting better, so it's hard to compete there.
Well, this is a good one. It was,
Mhm.
there was a bad one 1 or 2 releases ago. I don't remember.
It was
which one
5.
It was
It was 5. It was
Oh,
bad.
it's
5.
5 was like universally hated across the board.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, because 4 was so good, and
Yeah,
they
4 is
brought
like-
fighting games back.
I mean,
on the map.
we were playing that like crazy,
Yeah.
and then 5 came out and it kind of killed it again.
And
And
so
then
it
6.
was like the whole Sony like exclusivity.
Yep. So all right. Let's see. Star Wars Outlaws has gone gold. Comes August 30th. That actually is finished. For those wondering if it's going to get delayed, it will not. It's
I
finished.
did not have any like. I was like, no, this is not coming out this year. There's no way.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong.
I think
Yeah.
you say that about every game now.
I say that about
More
I say that
than
about every
likely
game,
it's
usually.
true,
I say that
sadly.
about you usually. I'm never convinced until it's actually out. So we'll see. What else we have? Oh, the Overwatch 2 Cross Transformers collaboration trailer.
Transformers. Oh.
What do we got here, Tony?
I posted the video.
I know the video is impressive.
Yeah,
It's like very impressive.
I mean, I think they did a good job with what characters they chose for the
Yeah.
it was good representation. So,
Transformers. Mhm.
so just if you haven't seen the video, they took 4 characters and gave them skins which make them look like Transformers characters. So you have Reinhardt as Optimus Prime, you have Bastion as Bumblebee, you have new characters from 2.
Armada or something.
Yeah, as
Is
Megatron.
Megatron.
What's her name is Ilya? Really? I forget. As RC.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
I don't know the characters. I only played Overwatch 1, but it looked really cool. They did an awesome animation
today.
teaser to promote it. Released today. It's just even as a Transformers, like if this had released when I played Overwatch 1 during its heyday, like I absolutely would have bought it. I would have been like, "Yep, take my money, whatever. There you go." But like now, I'm just like, it's cool, but like, I don't care about Overwatch, and also it's fucking expensive. It's over $20 per skin. I'm like, that is a lot for a fucking skin. Like a lot.
I think 10's a lot. I think 10's a lot for a skin.
10,
I'm sorry.
10 is like, well, I mean,
10's doable. 10 is understandable,
right? Like,
yeah, because that's you're redoing all the animation, like not all animation, but you're redoing the whole thing there to make it look like the characters, and you got to get the license, got to pay for that. So 10 like is on the low end, and I think that's very reasonable. 15, it's probably where
15 is probably a sweet spot, but like over 20, you're just like, this is like, it goes from this is cool.
You buy it in a pack?
Like I will just support it. You can buy it for a pack, but I think it's 60. So it's like buy 3 get 1. And you're just like, well, that's a price of a fucking like a whole ass video game.
Yeah.
Well, Overwatch 2 is free to play, so
free to play. I just like to call out all the people that bitched about loot boxes once again. Because I fucking remember, like I said, guys, be careful what you wish for. Because Blizzard could easily just make a new system that's absolutely worse than this one. And they did.
Yep.
It's because all those people bitched about loot bugs. Oh, it's
Okay,
gambling. Oh, gotta protect the kids. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, man.
How's it any better?
Okay.
How's it any better when a kid's like, oh, I'll just put $20 into loot boxes versus, Mom, Dad, I need $20 to buy this Optimus Prime skin. What the fuck is the difference? It's the same fucking picture.
You may not get it in $20 for the loot box.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
That's fine. Who cares? But at least you could earn the currency to one day
That's true.
get that skin for free.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And you're getting other things along the way.
Yeah. Yep.
But no, I mean they're doing like loot boxes in real life too now though. It's like those like if you go to like my kids, they're constantly like, oh, I want this like
mystery box
surprise pack, this thing. I was like, what? This is literally this loot boxes. Like
surprise pop figures. Pop figures.
They were called baseball cards back in the day.
No, they have like mystery pop
up
boxes.
every time I'm getting a Star Wars pack. So
that's true. Yeah, your loot box.
Can I get that legendary? Get that showcase? I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, what's interesting about this is the first external collab Blizzard has done with a. I mean, I'm sorry. I guess technically they did a Lego Bastion skin at some point. I forget.
Well, they worked with Lego. I mean, there's the Lego sets that they had.
Right. But I mean, like in game, there's a Lego Bastion skin or whatever like that. So there's an asterisk there. But I mean, like this is the first time they've ever done a like a Fortnite kind of thing where it's like Overwatch cross something and stuff like that. So I mean, whatever, it's fine. I wish I could get into Overwatch again, but I think it's long gone. And I will.
Yeah, same here. You missed the boat. You missed
what was that, Mike?
So. Marvel Rivals time
now. No, it is. I'm way more interested in Marvel Rivals than Overwatch, which is.
I did catch some more of that like Spider-Man footage. I'm like, oh, this.
Right, the swing looks really good.
Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah. Like, you know, we kind of like teased and like joked about it a little bit, but like the more that I saw footage, I was like, they might be cooking here. They might be cooking. So I'm actually excited to get in the beta and try it out for free. I mean,
cool.
You know, worst comes to worst, it's like, oh, okay, well, I just won't play this. And best case scenario, it's like, oh, got a new game to play.
Yep. All right. Last in the news, Xbox Game Pass getting major changes.
Changes? Is it getting cheaper, Jim?
No.
Is it getting more games?
Prices are...
Is it getting better
prices are going up.
Oh, what? What?
All right.
No way.
So, yeah.
Hold on.
So
did somebody call that here?
I mean, this is low-hanging fruit. Yeah, it's an easy one. It's an easy one, sir.
Everything is going up. It's called inflation.
I distinctly remember somebody saying the prices were going up this year.
I will point out, how about this? I will point out the fact that you can't stack more than 13 months of cards meaning that in a year it's going up again.
Oh, yeah,
So
100%.
it'll be $25 next year. That's my thought. $19.99 is a new price for Ultimate Game Pass for those
Which it
wondering.
was, what was it?
17.
It's 16 or
16 or
17.99. I thought it was 16.99. I think it was
whatever.
16.99. So, yeah, it was 16.99 because I accidentally renewed it. I didn't cancel fast. I forgot to cancel my. They got me for 1 month. So it was $16.99 for the month. So yeah, it's $20 now for the Ultimate. That includes all the cloud stuff and everything like that because they don't want you to buy their system. That's true. And
Well, no.
the
So,
biggest.
they made it confusing.
Well, yeah, they did.
There's
And I'm
a
going to
new
say, like,
tier.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to get into that right
Okay,
now.
go ahead.
Yeah. The biggest thing they did here, in my opinion, was deleting a tier and removing day one games by making a new tier that's cheaper, but it only it's basically PlayStation. What's their PlayStation PS
Essentials or
Plus
whatever.
Essentials?
Yeah.
So you get like a backlog. I think it's Plus. I think it's PS Plus, like middle. It's the middle category. $14.99 a month. This is going to cost people. It's the basic now version. You cannot subscribe to this if you're not already a subscriber. So like, I mean, to the old one. I'm sorry. You have to subscribe to this new plan. You do not get day one games anymore. That's gone. And you will get a backlog of games and EA games of back catalogs of all that stuff, but select games for $15 a month. It gives you online playoff, obviously, but the Xbox Game Pass Core, which I think it was called originally, is now obsolete. They did say that if you are currently paying for that tier, you will still get grandfathered in. You can continue to pay for it, and they will honor that. So do not cancel if you want that. But that's how they're going to make money off you anyways, because they're going to get your monthly fee. That's how it's going to work. You may not use the content, and they're just going to make it every month. So yeah, I think that's the biggest change. Is the day one games, which they have touted from day one, are no longer day one for a lot of subscribers.
That's really weird because how many times has Phil said that it's sustainable?
There was somebody posted right underneath the same thing about like an article that said Activision Blizzard acquisition will not raise the price of Game Pass. Yeah, it was like the first person that posted on this thing. I was like, oh my god, the lies.
Wow, it's weird. Phil Spencer lied?
It probably didn't because it probably was already in the works before that was done. So this is
like, well, it's going up, but the reason's not, Activision Blizzard. It's because we're just fucking greedy, we want money. But $20 is fucking expensive as shit, man.
Oh,
it's more expensive than Netflix now.
And sure, those plans do, I think, still exist. By the way, Churros asked the PS plans. They still exist in there because I just got my PS5 and I was gonna subscribe to one of them just to play Horizon, I believe, or God of War. God of War's on one of them.
Tiers of PlayStation, that's still there.
So I don't know, but like, I mean, increases are gonna happen. But I felt like didn't they just increase this year as well?
They increased last year. Almost.
I thought it was this year. Oh, was it last year on this? Okay.
It was like,
I thought it was like earlier this year.
It was like a little before.
Starfield
Was the joke.
Yeah, it was right before Starfield.
Yeah, because I said that then too. I was like, right before Starfield, they will do a price increase. Nobody ever believes me when I say this shit, but
I believe you. I just don't argue with you. I believe you. I just
I'm not saying you. I'm not saying names. I'm just saying some people like to argue with me when I say these things.
I'm just saying that this is expected for $25 a month. Very like next year as well. Next year will be
right
25.
before the new Call of Duty comes out.
Go up to 5 more in a year.
Yeah. Okay. $22.99, Mike. How's $22.99 for you?
See, the thing is, if you increase these by like $2 or $3 like this, no one's gonna even. If like you're in on Ultimate, you're gonna be like, that sucks. Whatever. Like it's not. No one's gonna bat an eye on that. Once you go to like that $5 increase, then people are gonna be like, what the fuck?
What?
I think that's
like I distinctly remember times when Netflix went up like $2 and you were like flipping your shit.
That's because Netflix sucks dick, and I'm not watching it anymore. I'm unsubscribed because there's nothing I care about on it.
There's a lot of
play Game Pass games a lot.
I mean,
everybody's got their own thing. So
I mean, Mike, I will say I'm happy that the cloud gaming works as well as it does because I'll pop in every now and again monthly for this. I will still do it.
It's on Fire TV now, right? Isn't that something that
came
out
they just partner with Amazon. Yeah, it's not out yet. It's coming this year. Coming this year. So I'll be able to play it on my Fire TVs, which I have all throughout my house, and I can't wait. I'll be playing my Xbox once again. Some of these games that I can't wait for, but I don't need to own a console, and I love that fact. I should have just.
Yeah, it'll be cheaper to
I can't
get
believe
PC Game Pass because it's only $10 a month.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Well, you can do PC Game Pass, or you can do. Yeah, you're right. Or like, there's always deals as well, so it's not the end of the world. But the base price going up means the deals go up, obviously. So, we'll see. I usually wait for Black Friday to grab some monthly subscription stuff, 3-month passes, but maybe I'll grab them earlier. I don't know.
Last season was like 3 months for 30, I think.
It was 3 for. Yeah, it was 30. 3 for 30 because I bought some myself, and I bought. Yeah, it won't be that low again. Obviously, it'd be 3 for 40 now at this point. It's get 1 month free essentially.
At some point, like the numbers are not adding up anymore. Like I don't see the value proposition in Game Pass because even if Call of Duty, like you're paying $240, just fucking buy the game at that point, right?
Yeah, I mean it's not incentivizing you
you're
to
paying
subscribe and play
$240 a fucking year if you're subscribed year round. That is insane.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
to me.
if you buy a game that's like huge, Mike, let's go with this. I'm gonna speak. Let me speak to you. Mike. Let's say you buy the next not buy. Let's say you subscribe for the next Elder Scrolls game, right? Is it worth it for you to subscribe? Why don't you just buy the game?
Because I play a lot of smaller things on Game Pass.
During this, because let's say the game is 180 hours, so it's not going to take you a month to beat. You're going to be playing it for months.
I go by year, and I've been fine with that as long as I play at least the equivalent of 2 like AAA games from Game Pass a year, and I've done way more than that. I have access to all the Yakuza games. I've just downloaded Quantum Break. I played that Evil West game. Beat through that. I'll go there every now and then. Just play.
It's now $240. It's now $240 a year. What's your line at that point? It's not 2 games.
But I think yearly it's still less than if you just add up all the monthlies. I don't think it's.
I didn't see an offer for the year. No, I don't. I didn't see an offer for a year on this one. Only the base on the new core level, whatever that was called again, does have a yearly subscription. It's $80 a year, but not the ultimate. As far as I'm aware, I might be wrong on this, but I don't think so.
Year.
I don't know.
There's no year. You have to pay monthly.
Wow. So does not seem like a good deal to me right now, but I don't play any Xbox games, so
I don't know because I've had it set up yearly, so we'll see what happens with
that. Means it's monthly. You're paying monthly, dude.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what comes out. Let us know. That would be interesting for you to report on for us. We'll see what the value is because if you can get it for $200 for the year, that's still good, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
Is 240 still good? Is 240 still good for you then?
Depends on
because he used it the most. That's why I'm legitimately asking you.
Depends on what's coming that year.
Okay,
I'd have to see. But
yeah,
this year probably not.
Depends in hindsight. Depends after the fact.
Like I'm gonna pop in and pop out on it. Don't get me wrong.
I know that I'm gonna probably play Starfield again, although I have to buy the DLC separately, which is a little annoying. I'll probably play that Indiana Jones game, and I want to play. I'm gonna probably play Quantum Break because I've downloaded it. I'm still playing
$5 on PC.
My thing is like
baseball game.
My thing is
show.
Sure, but so like monthly subscribing is still gonna be worth it. My thing is it better to go as needed instead of yearly?
Probably, maybe, but I just don't do that in anything. Like that's what I don't bother with that much. It's too much to keep track of for me.
You have to, man. Like this is the new age.
That's what a lot of people do. That's again.
I know this is why you complain about. I know this is why you complain about cable and everything like that. I know why. Why. Just like, it's not the world we live in anymore. It's not. You're not meant to subscribe to everything for every month. You're not meant to.
That's how they get.
But no. But so Jim, here's the thing against that, right? You can be like, okay, well, I'm not subscribed for a month to Game Pass Ultimate,
sure,
right? But now you bought a multiplayer game or something like that, Sea of Thieves or whatever like that. How are you playing online?
It's true. Yeah.
How the fuck are you playing your game that you bought with money, not just Game Pass? How are you playing a game multiplayer online?
You gotta pay for the $14.99 tier. You have to. Yeah.
So this is a stupid proposition.
Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah. I mean goes back to PC. Is what you're trying to direct me towards here?
Maybe. Hold on. Let's just do some math. Let me just bust out the calculator here. So $20 a month times 12 months a year, we're at $240. How many years do you expect to play your console? Let's do that.
6.
6 years? Okay, well, times it by 6. You're spending $1,440 on Game Pass. That's just Game Pass, right? Let's add the price of a system. We'll just call it a flat 500 even.
$500. Yep, $500.
$1,940.
So wait, divide the 14. What was it? 14 something? What was it? 14. Let's do two.
You want all your
Do
profits
240 times 6
spread
again.
out?
Do 240 times 6 divided by 70.
Why are we dividing by 70?
I want to know how many games that would equate to.
Oh, 20.5.
So 20 games over 6 years. It's not that bad. It's really not that bad.
If you get that
that's
many
still.
games, I didn't
Well,
get
it's
that
true.
many. I didn't
mean,
get 2
yeah,
games
you're
when I
right. You're right.
subscribed
You're right.
to fucking
Yeah.
Game Pass from the Xbox One era.
Yeah.
How many?
I mean, that's still high.
How many
I mean,
games has
'cause
Microsoft released for Xbox Series X and X?
that's AAA games we're talking, not $70 games.
That's AAA.
Yeah,
$70.
AAA games. Yeah.
Probably not even
It's
half
not many.
of that.
That's not these little things. Yeah.
It's not
that's
enough. It's not
$2,000 can buy you a pretty
That's where
damn
you
good
see-
PC.
Oops, sorry. That's where you see the good value. When you do the math like
Yeah,
this, you
all
can see
at
the good
once,
value in
not
some
over the
games.
course of 6 years.
It's true.
It's a totally different thing. Time is money. It's a totally different thing. But I don't know. I'm not upset with it yet. We'll see.
All right. It's not outrageous yet for you. So, Mike's, you're the gauge on this.
He's
Did you actually
trying.
use it?
Spencer's
No,
trying though. He's getting there.
He's
I
trying.
want to know the gauge. Like, I know that Tony's done with Microsoft. I'm moved on, but Mike's still got the monthly subscription. So I wanted you're the gauge. So next year we'll have this conversation again.
It will happen again.
It will
year.
happen again. So we will see. All right. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. That's going to wrap up this Gamecast. We are out of news, but we will have plenty more to talk about next week. I'm sure more on this as it unfolds. I don't know there's much more to unfold for it, but once again, we're live on Twitch Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock. Please join us for these broadcasts. If you don't, we are always over on YouTube, so subscribe to that channel because it keeps all of our old podcasts, so you can go back and see anything of the old stuff that you want to see. And like I said, Twitch also only keeps these new ones only for like a week. So we appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. We're out.